All right. Kinda strange sharing a bowl of ramen with you. I thought the day would never come.
Can you not?
Relax, Yagami-san.
Are you still working for Kajihira?
I'm not sure I'd go that far. He just calls me in for favors every now and again. Helps to be on good terms with the guy. For my job, you know?
Uh-huh.
It'd be nice to be close with you, too, Yagami-san. I heard you were the one who discovered Shintani-sensei's corpse, after all.
I'm here to talk 89. If that's not what this is about, I'm not sticking around.
All right. But you'll owe me for this. Generally, drug development starts with the discovery of a compound that can treat a given disease. That compound becomes the candidate for a drug. They then test its effects on animals, after which the drug heads to clinical trials. Which is a nicer way of saying human experimentation, by the way. As for the process, it can take years, sometimes even longer, to ensure a drug is truly safe for public consumption.
Yeah, it's tough, I get it.
Before now, Alzheimer's drugs have only been able to slow the progress of the disease. None can cure it completely. But Director Kito's 89 proved remarkably effective at doing just that when tested on mice. If it can work on humans as well, maybe we can finally kiss Alzheimer's goodbye. At least, that's what the paper they published a year ago claimed.
Interesting.
Yagami-san. In this country, 1 in 4 people over the age of 80 is affected by dementia. That means for a couple in their 50s, there's a good chance that one of their parents has it. And the odds that one member of that couple will develop it themselves is 50-50. No matter how you look at it, dementia is an inescapable issue. If I ever experience symptoms myself, I'd go to the doctor straight away. In some cases, they can slow the progress enough that you can even keep working. I guess my point is, dementia is not something to fear. It's a possibility to prepare for. Our biggest enemy is ignorance and apathy. Kinda reminds me of someone.
Yeah, if you say so.
Good. I'd like to give you a rundown of what exactly Alzheimer's is then. You interested?
Well, you're gonna, even if I say no.
Out of all the diseases that can cause dementia, Alzheimer's accounts for roughly 70% of cases. It's believed to be brought about by buildup of a protein called amyloid beta in the brain. When that happens, nerve cells start dying off and the brain begins to atrophy.
So to put this in layman's terms, waste buildup kind of shrinks the brain.
That's one way to put it, yes. But even that is just a theory at this point. There's still much to learn about Alzheimer's.
And when your brain shrinks?
Your memory is impaired. Let me explain. There are 3 processes involved in memory: encoding, storage, and retrieval. Alzheimer's impairs the first step, encoding. This makes it near impossible to remember new things. I'll give you an example that stuck with me. When doctors asked a dementia patient the date, they had no problem producing the correct answer. But when asked the year, the patient said 1952. Their mind was stuck decades in the past. You see, dementia not only inhibits new memories, but jumbles the ones you already have as well.
I think I understand.
Good.
So how exactly does 89 cure Alzheimer's?
According to their research, when they injected 89 into the test mice, it brought about a process known as autophagy.
Which is what?
It's a Greek word that means self-devouring. That's what your body starts to do to its own proteins. In other words, all the amyloid beta built up in the mice's brains began to instantly break down.
Instantly?
Yes, and once it was all gone, their Alzheimer's stopped progressing entirely. The most shocking thing is that even brain cells which had lost function were able to recover. As one researcher put it, it's as though the brain, if they can bring about similar effects in humans,
they'll have a cure for Alzheimer's.
That's right. There are millions of patients worldwide, and that number is growing steadily every day. If they actually complete this drug, it could truly change the world as we know it. It's nothing short of a dream drug for both buyers and sellers.
If you ask me...
Excuse me?
I mean... The vice director of the ADDC suspected something fishy was going on, but when he started digging around, someone offed him to keep their secret safe. Made it look like a brawl so nobody'd get suspicious.
What kind of secret?
Like the drug's effects being falsified.
No, there's no chance of that.
Huh? How do you know?
Since the announcement of 89, countless and it's no fabrication. One test after another, they've...
And you're sure?
Yes. I'm of the mind they should push forward faster, even if the paper was a little rough around the edges. After all, dementia drugs are being developed It would be a shame if someone beat them to the punch, both for the ADDC and for Japan. Kido-san is far too cautious. This is no time to be testing on animals. They need to move to clinical trials and get this thing out.
By which you mean...
Experimenting on humans.
Human experimentation. Wait.
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. Just... Are you absolutely sure there's nothing off about 89?
I guess there is an interesting detail. Kido-san is listed as the sole author, but in truth, he only put his name on the paper to lend it credit. The key researcher was someone else in...
So the one I want... It's Shono, huh? So you're saying...
Seems so. The paper would never have gained such worldwide traction. They needed a leading expert to rubber stamp the research and make it seem... That kind of thing is pretty common, though.
Shono, what's your role in all of this? You asked for it. And stay down.
Yo, welcome back.
Hey there, Yagami-san.
The gang's all here, huh?
How did things go with Hattori-san? Did you learn anything useful?
Yeah, I guess.
Wait,
Are you saying there isn't actually anything up with 89?
That's what Hattori said, yeah.
This is the first time I'm hearing about Kido not really being involved, though. It's possible Shono's hiding the truth from even him.
Maybe. But first, one term in particular.
Which is?
Human experimentation.
Go on.
Apparently, 89 is just about ready to be
Well, that's gross.
Knock it off.
Sorry.
Well, it's just... I've just been thinking... What if all these murders were secretly experimented?
You're serious?
If Shono's the one behind all this...
What? You think this guy Shono went out, hired an assassin, and started...
Guess it's a bit of a stretch, huh?
Even if these people were test cases, why would Shono have to murder? This is a dementia drug.
No, but what if it really did have some kind of crazy side effects, though? Like, they didn't want to kill the people, but they ended up dying anyways.
It was perfectly fine when they tested it on mice, though. If it ended up killing someone, then... Wait a sec.
Yeah, wait a sec is right. We're on the same page here.
What if 89 was completely harmless to mice, but...
If that was the case, they'd need to perform a ton of experiments, which is why they killed all those Kyorei guys.
Back it up. If they're testing a drug, wouldn't they want to use it on an actual patient? I mean, it's not like those Kyorei guys all had Alzheimer's or anything.
That's true.
Actually, it says here that they test new drugs on health. They're the control group to make sure the drug is safe.
Yeah, eventually. It wouldn't make any damn sense for him to start on anyone but real patients, though.
But...
Just give it a rest. Try taking this seriously for once.
We are taking this seriously.
Says the dumbass kid who keeps spouting tinfoil hat shit.
The only dumbass here is the guy who can't consider all the possible options.
Oh, is that next you're gonna tell me? They experiment on old man Waku, too! Fucking idiots. What?
That incident 3 years ago at the ADDC. The guy who died, Waku-san. Didn't he have Alzheimer's?
Hey, I think you're onto something.
Huh?
Think about it, Kaito-san. Waku-san was an Alzheimer's patient at the center. We know for a fact that Okubo didn't kill him, but they never tracked the real murderer down.
Alright, cool your fucking jets. That happened 3 years ago. AD9 didn't even exist back then.
True, it was only announced, but all the research that went into that...
Huh? Wait.
It's hard to say for
If 89's really what killed Waku-san, shit would be this...
I have a few more thoughts about this whole... Mind if we continue?
Sure. Let's do it.
Okay, so... Let's say Shono did experiment on Waku-san. Why would he do that? They normally do a lot more to ensure a drug is safe before it enters clinical trials. What was his motive for testing it then?
Maybe he wanted to try his groundbreaking new drug on a real life. If it worked, he'd have it without dealing with all the red tape.
That's possible. I guess Shono was surrounded by dementia patients. One little test wouldn't be a big deal, and if it succeeded, if it meant curing Alzheimer's sooner, he might have been okay except...
But instead of doing what it was meant to do, 89 had a horrible... The more I think about it, the more it feels like this is...
It's starting to make sense.
But now, even though he knows the risks, he's still experimenting and using the mole to do it. I know this is all just a theory, but the pieces all seem to fit together.
Going down that path, Yagami-san, that means Okubo really was innocent, yeah? but he murdered his girlfriend right after.
Quit it, Sugiura.
Yeah.
So, to summarize our theory so far. It all started 3 years ago when Shono accidentally killed a patient during an... But those tests are still ongoing. That's why Hamura had all those Kyorei guys killed.
But wait, how would a guy like Shono get wrapped up with Yakuza and assassins? Your run-of-the-mill researcher wouldn't have the cash or connections for that shit.
But what if someone close to him did?
Someone Shono knows who's got Yakuza ties? The hell could that be?
Shigeru huh?
Think about it. The murdered Kyorei Yakuza. Besides...
guess...
Well, we can rule...
Ryusuke Kido.
Oh, I see. Kido would have access to ADDC funding. There's even been talk of him having ties to the Yakuza somehow, right? I think you've cracked it, Yagami-san.
I don't know if that's really...
Why?
Think back to the '89 press conference. You remember the look? He was so proud. Innocent, even. But if he knew about all this human experiment shit, no way he'd look like that.
Kid's got a point.
Then maybe he was only told about that would still make sense, right? First, Shono gets Kido to sign off on the '89. Thrilled about the possibilities, Kido proudly presents the research at that press conference. There's no turning back after that, even if he found out about the experiments. That's probably how Shono got Kido on his side. He then used Kido's funding and connections to bring in Hamura and the Mole. It feels like all the pieces are falling into place.
Mm-hmm. That means... Kido's not acting...
Right. Shono is behind
Let's say you're right. When did Shono start using this guy? When was the Mole's first murder?
Shono murdered a patient, Waku-san, 3 years ago.
But that was probably an accident, right? In other words...
All right.
Well, when
those Kyorei guys started getting their eyes gouged out. That would make the most sense.
Well, that's pretty damn recent.
What about Hashiki's death, then? Shono has an alibi for the night Hashiki was beat to death. If he didn't hire somebody to do it, maybe it really was just a random passerby.
No, that doesn't fit with the record. Hashiki inching closer to the truth about '89 was a serious problem for Shono. So, Shono hired someone to...
The man in the black raincoat. That must have been his first...
Yeah. Only the best of the best assassins would have the skill to do what they did to Hashiki.
Can't argue with that.
Who knows how close Hashiki was to finding out about the human experimentation before he died.
Yeah, and if he had, seems like a plausible motive.
So what, everything just... I don't know.
If you have something to say...
I mean, this is still... It all sounds almost too convenient.
What do you mean?
Shono killed Waku-san at the ADDC 3 years ago. Then Okubo, the primary suspect in the case...
Yep. Already proved that in...
But Okubo, he stabbed her over and over. Reeked of booze, too. Even though he was supposed to be... Defend him all you want. But the guy's a murderer. That's why the whole thing was such a big deal. Everyone realized the court made a mistake. It took the death of an innocent girl for them to realize that Okubo probably did it after all. Yet here you are, claiming the court got it right. Claiming Okubo's... But you just don't want to feel responsible for Emi Terasawa's death.
Enough, Sugiura!
Look, I know I get swept up in my emotions pretty easily sometimes. All the same, I'm trying to be fair here.
Are you?
So if we want to treat Yagami-san's theory like it's the truth, then we'll have to figure out whether or not Okubo is innocent. If he actually killed...
And how are you suggesting we do that?
It's simple. We just go to Okubo and ask...
You want to talk to him face to face?
A lawyer like you should have no problem setting...
He can't stand me, though. From day one, Okubo insisted he was innocent, that he didn't kill Emi. But I abandoned him. Told him he'd be
Fine. But that's a pretty weak excuse if you really want to pursue this case.
Well?
Hoshino-kun,
Yes?
let's go talk to Okubo.
I can try. Let me get...
Thanks. I'll be at Ghent looking over the old case file.
All right.
This again? What a waste. You asked for it.
Oh, Yagami. You need something?
Mind if I look over a case file? The ADDC one from 3 years ago. I'm seeing Okubo soon.
Huh? What do you mean you're seeing Okubo?
Hold on. I'll go pull the documents up.
Thanks, Sari-san.
How's it going, Yagami-san?
Oh, not bad. What do you have there?
The files for Emi Terasawa's case. I thought they might be useful too.
Well,
Yagami-san, I think you should look them over if you're going to talk to Okubo. If you really don't need them, just leave them here. I'll put everything back later.
Emi Terasawa, 26 years old at time of death. December 2nd, 2015, about 11 p.m. Her body is found on the second floor of a burnt-out apartment building. 15 stab wounds to the chest, presumably inflicted while she was still alive. Cause of death? Blood loss. No ash in her lungs, so she didn't inhale any smoke. Emi died before the fire started. Shinpei Okubo, the victim's boyfriend and roommate, was found at the scene and arrested. Murder weapon is thought to be a kitchen knife. It was covered in Okubo's prints. Okubo was wasted out of his mind when firefighters arrived at the apartment.
Okubo-san is not a violent person. And he hasn't even had a drink in over 6 years. Not a single drop since the incident.
But Okubo claims he doesn't remember ever drinking, that he woke up surrounded by flames. He's pleaded innocence from day one.
Yagami. Do you really have to do this? Go see Okubo, I mean.
Yeah, looks like I do.
But why?
I need to know if he was really innocent. If he killed Waku-san 3 years ago. I'm going to find the truth, Kenta-sensei.
What? In just one little prison chat?
Well, either way, I never felt like I closed the book on this. I should have done this years ago. I mean, yeah, I defended him in court. But we didn't have anything definitive to prove his innocence. The only thing the ruling said was that they couldn't conclusively prove his guilt. Meaning for the public at large, he as good as did it. Okubo got laid off from his job, and had his personal details smeared all over the internet.
Yeah.
The guy barely even went outside. Couldn't sleep at night without his pills. But I didn't ask him about any of that. Didn't really care either. Until one day, Okubo gave up his years of sobriety, started drinking, and stabbed his girlfriend to death.
And what? You think that's your fault?
I helped set a murderer loose on the world. In other words, Emi died because of me.
I'm not gonna let you do this to yourself. Do you remember your dad's last case? Must have been almost 20 years ago. Do you, Yagami?
Yeah. No way I could forget.
The defendant in that case raped and murdered a 15-year-old girl. At least that's what they said he did. Everyone in the damn country thought that guy deserved to get executed. No thoughts of innocence, except from your dad. You know how it all went down after that. He gave the prosecution what for. Your dad never compromised his ideals, no matter what. He said a lawyer's job isn't discovering the truth, or even knowing it. It's proving the prosecution doesn't have enough evidence to convict. Do you understand? That's how he saw the defense's role. It takes some real guts to say that. That's why you looked up to him. And you would have never become an attorney without his influence.
In the beginning, sure I did. But you know, a lot happened afterward, with my dad, and with me too.
Yeah.
It's possible the defendant actually was guilty. Raped the girl, killed her in cold blood. He disappeared almost immediately after the trial. So, all of the hatred, all of the anger people felt was thrown onto my dad. Not long after, he and my mom were killed by the victim's father.
Even so, I don't think your old man did anything wrong. Our job's showing that the prosecution doesn't have enough evidence, not finding the truth. And when you defended Okubo the first time around, that's exactly what you did. Listen to me, Yagami. You didn't do anything wrong.
Sure, I get what you're saying. But a girl burned to death because I was good at my job. Ever think about how that feels?
What?
It's easy to sit back and tell me I did nothing wrong, but put yourself in my shoes. Could you say you did the right thing?
That's enough! How long are you gonna let this dominate your life?
For as long as I live. Yagami speaking.
Hey, it's Hoshino. I've arranged our chat with Okubo. Meet me at the taxi stand on West Shichifuku Street. I'm on my way there now.
Got it. Thanks. I appreciate the concern.
I've said all I wanted to say. It's fine. I half knew you weren't gonna listen anyway.
Genda-sensei.
Hmm?
You and I both saw what happens when you don't pursue the truth. I can't let that go. I won't.
Over here, Yagami-san.
どちらまで行かれますか。それでは。
Long time no see. Yagami-sensei.
Yeah. It's been a while.
I apologize. I've been alone all this time. Talking is...
Don't worry. We're not in a rush here.
You look so different.
Yeah. I haven't been back in the courtroom since the last day of our case.
Meaning you're not a lawyer?
Not quite. I'm a detective. In Kamurocho. Pays the bills, you know.
And that's all my fault?
Hey. Sorry. This isn't what I came here to talk about today. 3 years ago, at the ADDC. Did you actually murder Waku-san or not?
What? Yagami, I don't understand. You know I'm innocent. I didn't murder Waku-san. Or Emi-chan. Why won't you listen to me? I've told you time and time again, I didn't kill anyone! Why won't people just believe me?
The prosecution had more than enough evidence to convict you for Emi's murder. It was an open and shut case. There was nothing we could do.
Of course not. How am I gonna win when my own lawyer doesn't believe I'm innocent? Don't think I couldn't tell. Every time you went up there and tried to clear my name, you looked like you were gonna puke.
So, Okubo-san, you really didn't do it either time?
That's what I've been saying all along.
My name is Hoshino from the Genda Law Office. If you don't mind, we have a theory about the ADDC incident you were on trial for. I do mind. It doesn't have anything to do with me. But don't you want to know who really killed Waku-san?
It was an ADDC researcher by the name of Yoji Shono.
I remember him. But you're saying he did it? Why, though?
Here, let me explain. Waku-san's death was an 89-related accident. That's our theory, at least. The drug must have killed him on the spot. Shono panicked, searching for a place to hide the body.
Which led him to my truck, huh?
Yeah. It must have been the only option he could think of. Things may have turned out differently had you actually reported finding Waku-san's body. But as we both know, that's not what happened.
So all this was because I buried the body?
It was a better stroke of luck than Shono could have ever asked for. After all, the cops never even suspected him.
God damn it! I don't know what the hell I was thinking back then. It all happened so fast. I opened the truck, and the body was there. Naturally, I panicked. The police never would have believed I didn't kill the guy. Of course not. Why would they? I already had a criminal record, too. I was a fool.
Okubo. So you really were innocent after all, huh?
Do you even need to ask?
I guess not. Thank you.
Yagami-san? Yagami-sensei! What about Emi? Aren't you gonna ask me about her? I told you before I never would have killed her!
I want to believe you. I really do. But I already did everything I could. I searched non-stop for some kind of hint. But a guy can only spend so long poring over burnt scraps of evidence. After 3 years, I'm not holding out much hope.
So, guess the real killer is still out there. Just biding his time, waiting for my execution. How are you and I gonna face Emi in the afterlife? Come on, man! Tell me how! Yagami-san.
What's up?
I think I'm gonna head back to Genda's. What are you up to tonight?
Not sure yet. I think maybe I'll swing by Tender. I could use a drink.
Yagami-san.
I'll be alright. Later, Hoshino-kun.
So, I hear you're defending Ayube.
Kuroiwa.
I had to come congratulate you myself on your triumphant return to the courtroom.
I'm not gonna be the one defending him. Just helping with the investigation.
Wasn't Shintani-sensei your mentor? You're helping to free the man who murdered him. Are you confused or just desperate for a few scraps off the table? But it wouldn't be the first murder you've set loose in her.
Aibe didn't kill Shintani.
His gun begs to differ.
Yeah, that's how the real killer framed him for it. If you seriously can't see that, then I'm not the confused one here.
Say what you will.
Hello? You need something?
More or less.
Doesn't look like you're here to talk.
That's right. Your little detective game's over, Yagami.
Wait, who is that? Yagami-san!
Hoshino-kun, stay back!
Huh?
This guy's dangerous.
I can see that.
Die, Yagami!
All bite, no bite.
Damn it!
Yagami-san, are you okay?
I'm fine. But that guy wasn't messing around.
What do you mean?
He would have killed me for sure if I let him.
Maybe one of Hamura's men?
What's up, Tuck? How'd your chat with Okubo?
Listen, someone just tried to murder...
What?
Watch your back, Kaito-san.
Right by the office.
Don't go back there. Not now. Oh, yeah?
KJR, the Kyorei HQ. Hamura ain't gonna touch us there.
Wait, you're gonna go there after we beat the crap out of Shioya? You think they'll just let us hang out?
Of course I do. We've got Kajihiro on our side. We'll go on ahead. Get your...
Sounds like we're meeting at Kate.
I heard.
Well... Back to it. Out of the way. What a waste.
This is...
Last I checked.
Oh, this is gonna...
I'm nervous.
Yagami-san. Who's your little...
I'm, Hoshino.
Uh-huh. Well, sorry to say Shioya's out of the office, but... if it isn't Yagami-sensei. Come in. Come in!
Huh?
Sorry about how rude we've been to you till now. Chairman Kachihira's told us to do whatever you say.
Listen to this, Talk. I asked for a massage, and he actually gave me one. I had you all wrong, Murase. You're just a big teddy bear.
Don't get too carried away, Kaito-san.
Maybe I'll see if Shioya will massage me next.
I'm gonna say that's probably a bad idea. Anyway, go on and take a load off.
So Okubo really didn't kill Waku-san all those years ago.
If his reaction's anything to go by.
He might not have even killed his girlfriend. At least that's how it looked to me.
Huh?
I'd rather not go there right now.
I've been wondering, Yagami-sensei.
Just leave him alone.
Well, okay then.
So, Shono's looking more suspicious every day.
About time for a good old face-to-face.
Judging from our last visit, we won't be able to get in a...
All we do is wait in the lobby, then ambush Shono when he...
A stakeout, huh?
Actually...
Huh?
I mean, they'd catch on in a heartbeat if they saw a tough... and Hoshino-kun. You should go back to Genda's.
Okay, but...
Alright then. Sounds like I'm tagging along.
Yeah. We going?
Man, this place is fucking huge.
Keep it close to your chest, Sugiura. We're supposed to blend in, remember? Now let's settle down and wait for Shono.
But what if you already went home? Come on, let's ask somebody. I don't want to sit here all night if he's never coming out.
Good point.
Let's go, Yagami-san.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Is Shono-san from the 80...
Oh, most likely. Do you have an appointment with him, sir?
Not exactly, no.
Oh, Yagami-san, good evening.
Oh, you're...
Hashimoto. I showed you to show...
Oh, right.
Do you need something more from him?
Well...
Yagami-san, there he is. It's Shono.
Gotta run. Where is he?
Over there, by the stairs.
We going? What the? Suspicious. Hey. What the? Suspicious. Hey. Suspicious. Found him. Looks like he's talking to Kido.
What do we do?
Okay, let's move in.
Well, if it isn't Yagami-san, Kamurocho's finest private eye.
Now you again.
This had better be the last time I see you in this center. Are you aware that I filed a complaint with the Bar Association about you?
Aren't you the Vice Minister of Health?
My name is Ichinose.
Yeah, I remember you from the other day. Looks like you come here often.
Of course. The success of AD9 is a matter of national importance. As such, there are a great many discussions that need to be had, patents, legislation, alike. Now I suggest you leave before I call the guards to escort you out.
So much for the plan. Shono's gonna be on red alert after that. Doubt he'll be coming down through the lobby now. What do we do?
We going? Hashimoto-san.
It's all right. Dr. Shono slipped away from...
Yeah.
Lately, he only goes home once every 3 days or so. Even so, he makes his morning rounds at the hospital. I can't
What do you mean, rounds?
It's a little custom of his. He takes a walk around the hospital every morning. Been doing it for years.
Right. He did the same 3 years ago.
Passion like his is what's going to make or break our research. And with that, I should be going. Sorry to be so curt.
It's fine.
Goodbye, then.
Security on Shono's lab is airtight. Can't get in without a special gold keycard. But that's not the case for the hospital wing. Meaning, we have some time to kill until Shono's rounds.
Wait, you want to chill till the morning and ambush him in the...
Yeah, just have to sneak in between...
Guess the next question...
Let's check the map. Hey, this goes over to the hospital. Suspicious, the research wing where Shono's lab is.
Why don't we just steal it?
No need to get violent. We should just sneak into the hospital and wait. Hey, this is the garage for the hospital. The service entrance, that is. Suspicious.
Guess we're sneaking in through the garage, huh?
Yeah, come on. Can I help you?
Are you from the Yagami Detective Agency?
That's right.
I'm the head of security here. The name's Mashiko. The Vice Minister has instructed me to see you two out.
Ichinose-san did?
You blind or something? We're already leaving.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to escort you the rest of the way.
That's a lot of guys for an escort.
Hey, where the hell are you taking us? Answer me, asshole.
This should be fine.
Mashiko-san, yeah? What exactly did Ichinose tell you to do?
Make sure you never show your face here again.
The fuck?
That doesn't look like standard issue guard equipment.
That's 'cause it's not. This is more of a, personal effect.
Oh, let me guess. You're off the clock.
You bet. I'm on break, and I'm ready to blow off some steam. Now fight me!
Now you've done it!
Come on, do you have to keep waving?
What do you mean? They're the only reason we got in so easy.
True, though ultimately we have the Vice Minister to thank for that.
So? How's it look? Any different from 3 years ago?
Not even a little bit.
You're not going in?
And lose my perfectly good smoking spot? We'll be fine here for now. Just gotta wait for dawn.
Yagami-san, have you decided how you're gonna approach Shono?
We'll just have to confront him head on. Where we go from there depends on his response.
You don't want to negotiate with him?
I doubt we have the time for that. After all, this is probably the only chance we'll get to talk to Shono before Ayabe's trial.
Guess so, huh?
Meaning, we don't have time to waste on negotiation.
Gotcha. Speaking of Shono, I actually had an idea.
What's that?
Well, the murder at the ADDC 3 years ago. The thought is that Shono framed Okubo for that and got away with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you defended Okubo, and won. Wouldn't the cops have started looking for the real killer once they realized Okubo wasn't their guy?
I'm sure they did. But it wasn't long until Okubo killed again. They didn't have much reason to keep searching, I would imagine.
Exactly. Everyone pegged him as the murderer. Makes sense, they'd think he's the one responsible for Wakusan, too. But don't you think that's kind of convenient?
Huh?
The guy who's doing human experiments at the ADDC. Shono.
Your point?
Basically, I think he killed Emi Terasawa and pinned the blame on Okubo. With all he had to lose, don't you think Shono had a motive?
I guess, but... Hey, no, you're right. Emi-chan would have been a threat. But could he really do it? How long have you been thinking this?
Since you told me what a mess Okubo is now. It was just a feeling.
Honestly, I wanted to believe he didn't kill her. but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Emi-chan was such a good person. I wasn't gonna let it slide. Not after what Okubo-kun did to her. But after all this time, it turns out Shono is the real killer?
Nothing's for sure without evidence. This is all just... But doesn't it make you want to talk to Shono even more?
Yeah. I've never...
Why are you two here?
Dr. Shono, what is it?
How did you get in here?
We just want to ask you a few questions, Dr. Shono.
Well, I don't have anything I can say to you. Apologies. I need you to handle this. I have to go.
Where are you going? This won't take long.
Sorry, I can't let you go any further. Call security.
Shono!
Let's go, Yagami-san. We can't let him get away. It's our only chance.
Shono, wait! Hold up!
This is Shono. 30 seconds? Just get over here!
Shono, wait! You won't get away. Now you're fucked.
This is Shono. 3 minutes. I can't wait for 3 minutes.
Open up! Hey! Do you hear me?
Funny that we'd end up here of all places. This is the room, right? Where Waku-san was staying? The man who died after you used him as a test subject for 89. Why'd you do it, Shono? For the glory? Thought nobody'd notice one missing dementia patient?
What are you talking about? Get out of here! This is trespassing!
Huh. You sure you want us to go?
Huh?
I thought you'd be a little more curious about how much of your secret I really know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're the one backing the mole. Isn't that right?
Huh? How dare you accuse me of...
That's not all I know. Hamura's the middleman. You pretty satisfied with his work?
I won't stand for this baseless slander. What proof do you have?
You just made a big mistake, Shono-san.
Huh?
You've been working non-stop on this new drug, right? No way the street slang about a murderer would have reached your ears. You were supposed to ask what the mole is.
What is the mole?
There's a good boy.
The serial killer who's been gouging people's eyes out. It all started 3 years ago, right here in this center. You performed an 89 experiment on Waku-san while he was asleep. Probably late at night. And when he died, you did the only thing you could. Snuck him out. I'm sure Waku-san's death came as a complete shock to you. But you didn't have time to panic. You needed to hide the body, fast. So you used the laundry cart to transport it without raising suspicion. You just needed to get it as far away as possible. Then, just before 8 a.m., Shinpei Okubo arrived at the hospital to gather the linens. That was your chance. You waited for an opening, hid the body in his truck. That wouldn't solve anything, though. Okubo would find Waku-san, and of course call the cops. Naturally, they'd then search for whoever stashed the body there. But you didn't have any other choice, did you? You had to take the risk, and somehow, it paid off. Turned out, Shinpei Okubo had a criminal record, and was worried the police would suspect he murdered Waku-san. So, he didn't report it, instead choosing to bury the body deep in the Okutama Mountains. You were probably thrilled with Okubo. I mean, it's practically a miracle someone else stepped up and took the blame for you, wouldn't you say?
I don't know what you're talking about.
But then another miracle happened. One not so convenient for you. Okubo walked. And if he was innocent, that would mean someone else killed Waku-san. They might have even come after you if you didn't do anything. Which is when you sold your soul to the devil.
What do you mean by that?
Don't play dumb with me. You know all too damn well what I'm talking about. You needed to frame Okubo. And you murdered someone in cold blood to do it.
Murder? Who are you accusing me of killing?
Emi Terasawa, a co-worker of yours, and Okubo's girlfriend.
Oh.
You forced your way into their apartment and murdered Emi. According to the autopsy report, she was stabbed at least 15 times.
I didn't.
Did she tell you Okubo-kun had been taking pills to help him sleep at night? Conveniently enough, he didn't wake up while you were murdering his girlfriend. Him smelling like booze was probably your doing too. Let me guess. You injected him with alcohol? That'd raise his BAC no problem. And sure, he could have died if you messed up, but that wouldn't have mattered. As long as you could chalk up Emi's murder to a drunk, suicidal Okubo-kun. And once you made sure you could pin the blame on Okubo, you set fire to the whole apartment.
What evidence do you have to...
Don't worry. I can't prove it yet. But I'm damn near positive I'm on the right track. I can see it in your eyes. Look. I know what you're thinking. 89 will save countless people, meaning there's no way you're not doing the right thing. Well, I'm sorry to break it to you, Shono, but that's just not true. You know, when someone thinks they're in the right, that's when the real cruelty in people starts to come out. So what do you say, Shono? Are you really right?
Just what is going on in here, damn it?
Oh, hey. We were just heading out.
Why, you...
And by the way, so sorry to hear about 89. Maybe you, need a few more humans to test it on? Don't worry. Shono-san here didn't tell us a damn thing. But hey, I'm gonna find out the truth. Even if it's the last thing I do.
Whoops. My foot slipped. How clumsy of me. That hurt, huh? I asked you if it hurt!
Please! I didn't kill her! You have to believe me!
Oh, crying's not gonna help you now, kid. Just like it didn't help Emi Terasawa. You still stabbed me in the fucking stomach! Didn't you, you little shit?
Look, Okubo, I don't want to go getting your hopes up just yet. But... just listen. I was gonna say... I believe you. You didn't kill her. I can see that now. It'll all work out. I'm gonna avenge Emi-chan. And I swear I'm gonna get you out of here. I promise. Sorry, I should have said that to you a lot sooner. What was I doing? These 3 years, I didn't do a damn thing to help you. So, Will you give me another chance?
Of course I will. Of course. Thank you so much.
Three years ago, a dementia patient at the ADDC was murdered. Even now, Shinpei Okubo, the man convicted of the crime, pleads innocence. But Yagami's theory that this chain of events was set in motion by human experimentation for AD9 unveils the true culprit behind Emi Terasawa's death.
I'm gonna go discuss a few things with Ayabe-san.
Yagami joining you?
No, I'm going alone. Yagami-san, well, he may be keeping his distance for a while. He thinks the mole might target him, so he doesn't want to get us involved. You should watch your back too, Genda-sensei.
Been a while since he's been this distant.
Knowing Yagami-san, he'll want to solve every single incident related to, and if he does, maybe he can prove that Ayabe-san and Okubo-kun are innocent.
Clearing Shinpei Okubo's name this late on? Yagami'd be a damn hero.
I think he might enjoy that.
Yeah, hero is hardly a big...
Don't get ahead of yourself.
The bugs in the Matsugane office are still working, just like I said they'd be.
Good. Can you hear anything?
Just small talk. Sounds like there are a ton of people in there.
Hamura too?
Doubt it. Everyone be on edge with him in the house. No chance of small talk.
But Hamura's still gonna get in touch with him, right?
Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe? You're the one who said he'd be calling him.
You don't gotta lose your shit over it.
Where the hell is he?
Guess all we can do now is sit here and wait till somebody spills the beans.
Can you at least put that shit out? You're stinking up the whole van.
Fair enough.
Oops, bad habit.
Sorry, but you're just gonna have to deal. Anyway, you're serious about capturing Hamura, yeah?
Yeah. He's our only chance of finding the mole. We don't get Hamura, we lose. Ayabe and Okubo are done for.
I'm hearing you, but sitting crammed in this damn car ain't gonna help us nab him.
Luckily, I have just the thing. We'll spy on them from the sky. Uh-huh.
The hell are you going, man? We're supposed to be scouting the office.
Suspicious. Is that Higashi?
Yup. Guy really thinks he's hot shit, huh?
Guess he's moving up in the world.
Maybe with Hamura gone, he's been able to relax a little.
He's leaving. I'm gonna follow him. Better to split up than I'll sit around in one place.
I'll come with. My legs are getting sore as shit in here.
So what? I'm stuck here by myself?
I'll switch with you later. Promise. saw him, though. No. Hey, Talk. You sure we can be out like this?
Good point. Shono could be sending his assassin after us as we speak. We could get attacked at any time.
Huh. Thought so.
Wait.
I saw him, though. Where the hell's Higashi going?
No clue, but he's alone now. We could just walk up to him and ask.
You really think he's gonna listen to us? Haven't talked to him since our fight at that...
Worst thing that happens is he says no.
Guess you... What the? He's bolting.
Why?
You won't get away.
What? You done running?
I wasn't running away. Not from you, anyway.
Huh?
I just couldn't let the family see us talking. You get it?
So then you'll hear us out?
Higashi, you fucking...
He's not gonna run anymore. Just take it easy, Kaito-san.
Okay, look. Captain Hamura's throwing everything he's got into catching the two of you. Whole family's got orders to let him know if you ever cross our path.
Meaning, if you called him now, he'd come straight to us.
And then what, huh? He wants you dead. You know that, right?
Just tell me where he is.
Nobody's told me. Honest. Listen, I'm not gonna rat about seeing you here. But if I were you, I'd consider getting out of town. Real fast. Bet Matsugani-san would agree with me, too.
You know, that wasn't as bad as I was expecting.
Should we take him up on that offer? Skip town, wait till it all blows over?
Don't be ridiculous.
Just joking. Anyway, sounds like Hamura's got men looking for us.
So what?
What do you mean, so what?
If they want to find us so bad, let them... And once we capture them, we can...
How are you so confident? They might kill... maybe even gut.
Then what? You want to just sit in the car with Sugiura and...
Yeah.
Damn right it doesn't. I'll be watching from...
If you say so.
Oh, and try and make yourself look like it.
How exact...
Beats me.
Yo, Talk, can you hear me?
Yep.
Just go wherever and try to look vulnerable. I've got your back. Look at you, buying gear and shit.
Yep. Never know what's gonna happen.
ありがとうございました。
Nice going, Talk. You look weak as shit out there. You're like a baby sheep or something. How are you even doing that?
Can you not? This is how I always walk.
Sorry. And don't worry, you're in the clear for now.
I hope you're watching.
I am. We don't know what's gonna happen next, though. You might want to grab a bite while you still can.
Thanks for the heads up.
Yo, Talk. Can you hear me?
What's up, Kaito-san?
Those Matsugane assholes ain't biting. You might want to try looking even weaker.
And how am I gonna do that?
Mate.
Not a bad idea.
Doc. Sure. Hey. Sure. Doc.
Uh-huh. What the?
Hey. Hey.
Hey.
Listen.
Huh?
Talk.
What?
Sure. Doc.
Well, you sure took your sweet time.
Huh?
You're supposed to be luring out Hamura's goons.
Seriously?
Guess I did, huh?
Think about how many guys they've got.
Then...
Uh-huh.
Try going to one of the Matsugane.
And that'll help.
You just show up and tell them Yagami. Word'll probably make it up to Hamura in no time.
You know, that might actually work.
Let me see. What?
All right. Huh? What's going on?
Didn't you hear what we said last week? I want a fucking... Please. It better with how fast your management costs are...
Tuck, those thugs are
Agreed.
Maybe you should, help or something.
You could at least try to...
Just hurry up and get it over.
I think you've had enough fun.
Huh? Wait, that's...
My question first.
None of you fucking...
Ugh, watch the volume. Oh, that must be why you're
You little... I'll slaughter you!
Listen up. Go tell your precious Captain Hamura that Yagami was here. Got that? Just do it.
You know, Tuck.
Well, You know any other Matsugane joints, Kaito-san?
Huh. The Fantastic Romance on West Shichifuku.
All right. So, this is
How about stopping in for a round, pal?
Do you work here?
Yeah, just...
This is a Matsugane.
What do you...
It's not like... Just tell your boss Yagami's... Just do it, okay? So, this is Sweet Billow, huh? Meaning the guy puffing away over there is
Why don't you quit standing...
Someone's bossy.
Just do it, Tuck.
Yeah. Hey, you work...
I do. Why?
Let me ask you something. This is a Matsugane.
Who are you?
The name's Yagami. Don't worry, I won't stick around much longer. Just tell your boss I dropped...
And why is that?
Look, just tell him, okay? So, huh?
It's no good to see you.
I'm sorry, sir.
work.
Looks like... Oh,
Yeah.
Welcome, sir. What the?
Oh, are you from the Matsugane family?
Who the fuck?
I want to see...
You little shit. Who do you think you're talking to? You're never meeting Hamura. Because you're gonna die right here!
Satisfied?
Damn it!
If you know what's good for you, you'll report this to your family. I'm out of here.
Yo, it's Kaito.
Yeah, you think?
Yep, absolute perfection. Just keep walking around town.
Got it.
Yo, Talk. Why don't you head to those Matsugane assholes aren't done?
Where'd you have in mind?
I was thinking the champion. The streets are so narrow there.
Well, that's a scary... You don't give up. And stay down. Kaita-san. I swear it's like I can feel someone watching me. Are you there? a hand here.
I'm right behind you, buddy.
Kaito-san. Come on, man. Why would you bring more?
Get after him, Talk! Make him cough up all he knows about Hamura!
Got it! Hold up!
You won't get away! Won't get away.
You're out of options. Hey, I got him. Okay. I know you work for Hamura. I want to know where he is.
When he finds you, you're dead. Yagami.
Is that so?
What the... You should really see the look on your face right now, Kaito.
Hamura. Hikashi. Matsukane-san?
I gave you every chance to walk away from this. You just couldn't mind your own business, could you? And now you're gonna die for it. You pushed this one too far.
Hamura.
Killing you is gonna feel real good.
Is this really necessary?
Don't make this harder than it needs to be, okay? Don't you think I've pulled enough of the family's weight already?
Please don't.
I don't care how much like sons these two are to you. Your loyalty is to the Matsugane family first. Besides, you know there's no other way.
Are you out of your fucking mind? You need to lower the gun right now!
No, Kaito! You shut your goddamn mouth!
Kaito. Kaito-san.
Yagami-san!
Kaito-san!
No, don't! We have to get out of here!
Shit. Stop, you fuck! Stop right there!
I think we lost him.
What about Kaito-san?
Hamura shot him in the stomach, so we'd have to carry him out. After that, I don't know.
Damn it. We gotta go after him. Hold on. How'd you know where we were?
I was sitting in the van listening in on the Matsugane office. They all rolled out, so I followed.
Do you know where Hamura's holed up then? Maybe they dropped a hint while you were listening.
I did hear them mention the Soleil building once or twice.
You think that's where they took Kaito-san?
Can't say for sure. He could be anywhere, really. But it's worth looking into. It sounded like Soleil's been abandoned for a while.
We can second-guess ourselves later, then.
Sounds good. That's it. The Soleil building.
Hold on. I recognize those guys out front. They're Matsugane for sure.
Does that mean Kaito-san's actually in there?
Hard to tell from out here. Looks like their guard's down, though.
Guess we just gotta bust in then. Sooner the better. You ready, Yagami-san?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, that's Yagami. You got balls showing up around here.
Really, guys?
Let's go, Yagami-san.
Almost there. Nice. Almost there. That'll do it.
What the? Yagami!
Buy me some time, boys. Do whatever it takes.
Hey!
Hey, I'm over here! I've been waiting for you. Let's go! Let me go! Damn it! Gonna have to try something else.
Shit, can't fight like this. Find the light switch, Yagami-san.
Give me a second.
Thanks.
Nice. Let's see. Almost there. Nice. Almost there. Nice. Got it.
This guy's tougher than he looks. Keep it busy, boys.
Hey!
Let's do this.
Yagami!
Hey, I'm over here. Just like that.
Damn it! Stupid gun.
Yagami-san!
Let me guess, turn the lights on? Can't you do it yourself?
Yeah!
give up. Get in there, boys.
Hey!
Almost there. Nice. Almost there. Nice. Perfect.
Finally. I was getting bored of waiting.
Sugiura! Don't worry about me! Just go find Kaito-san!
You think I'd let you do that?
How dare you!
Not bad.
I'm done playing. Time to go in for the kill!
What a waste. Hamura. Surprised you decided to stick around. Not gonna try and run?
Go fuck yourself, Doc.
Let him go right now.
Huh. What makes you think you have the upper hand here?
Kaito-san.
Hey, he sounds worried.
Oh! You piece of shit!
You asked for it. This time, let's finish it for real, assholes.
That all?
Just need a minute, Kaito-san.
Sure, what's the rush? This what you want? I'm gonna fucking kill you!
Is it over, Yagami-san?
Yeah. Glad you're okay. Come give me a hand.
How do you feel, Kaito-san?
What, me? It was just a scratch. I'm good on my own.
Still acting tough with lead in your stomach? Who you trying to impress?
Yo, let me jump in too.
Higashi. Matsugani-san, too.
My van's right outside.
You two get him to a doctor. There's something I still need to do here.
Got it.
Guess I'm joining your little party. Not even the threat of death can stop you guys.
Took you long enough. Hey, it's about time you give us some answers. I'm done wasting time on you, so just cooperate and it'll all be fine. What, your murderer friend abandon you? Not much use if he won't come when you need help.
Boss, listen. Things are gonna get ugly if I die here. Neither of you will survive the aftermath. It's not too late to put a stop to this. Just end this fucker and be done with it.
And if I don't, the mole will kill us both. Is that what you're saying?
Look, some people you can get away with betraying. And some people you can't.
And which am I wonder?
Boss.
Pick your poison, Hamura. You die betraying the mole, or you die defending him. We're going to bring this murderer to justice. Now tell me where I can find him, and his identity. Answer me!
I'd rather die.
What?
Don't play dumb with me. You think I'm gonna talk that easy? Pull the fucking trigger!
If you say so. Huh. Didn't think you'd really stand your ground.
We can't stay here. Who knows when his backup might arrive?
Are the Matsugani still after us?
Most likely. Embarrassing as that is to admit.
Well, guess we gotta figure out how to make you talk.
Huh?
Luckily, I've got a place in mind. You heard of the Honmaruen Cabaret? It's a Kyorei stronghold.
What?
I'm sure your former prey will be thrilled to see you. If they can't break you, I don't know what can. I doubt you'll last, though.
It'll be damn interesting either way. Now come on, let's go.
Here he is, the man of the hour. Glad you could make it, Hamura. And you must be Patriarch Matsugane. It's a pleasure to meet you. Though if you ask me, dojo leadership should be better at keeping their dogs chained up.
Agreed. There is no excuse for how I acted.
Shioya-san, we're gonna make Hamura tell us who the mole is. Think he can keep us safe till then?
Maybe. Maybe not.
This is what Chairman Kajihiro wants. You don't want to disobey his orders, do you?
Well, that's rude. I still haven't paid you back for what you did to me. If you don't mind, I'd like to settle that first.
For what I did? You're the one who kidnapped Mafuyu. If you ask me, you got what was coming to you.
Fine. Under one condition.
What?
Once you're done with him, you give Hamura to us.
Gladly. What, no witty comeback? I think that's a first for you.
Shut it.
AD-9's dark human experiments. The mole who facilitated them. As Yagami gets closer to the truth, the trap is sprung. Details come at the cost of Kaito's blood. And each word that Hamura, the Matsugane family captain, speaks pulls back the veil a little further.
Get your fucking hands off me.
This is as good a spot as any. You need any instruments, you just ask me.
Hopefully, it doesn't come to that. Now, I think it's about time we got some answers. And you're gonna give them to us. Should we take it from the top? First off, the one in control of all this is Shono, the 89 researcher. How long have you been working for him? Murdering for him? I already have a pretty good idea. How about I guess? First time you used the mole was... the Kyorei clan guys who turned up dead. Their eyes were gouged out, and the bodies dumped in the alleyways.
Yeah, real solid detective work there.
Yo, Yagami.
Yeah, right.
What the shit, man?
Now, the first time you... When you murdered Emi Terrace 3 years ago, she was...
Huh?
You made it look like Okubo killed her.
Bullshit I did. 3 years ago?
Oh.
Head in the game.
Moving on. For Hashiki got beat to death 6 months. Hashiki had a secret deal with Chairman Kajihira. Together, they were gonna poke holes in this 89 business and bring the ADDC to its knees. But Shono, the researcher in charge of the drug, had a big secret he needed to keep hidden. Hashiki's little investigation posed a big problem. That is, until he got beaten down in the back streets of Kamurocho. Hashiki was fatally wounded by the mole, but survived for another 3 weeks. That kept suspicion off Shono, and left practically no evidence. Only the most skilled killer could pull something like that off. In other words, the assassin you and Shono have been using.
Think you struck a nerve. You're a real crack detective, Yagami.
You know, I personally funded his time at law school. He never would have passed the bar without me.
No shit. I'd say you made a good investment. Paying off in spades.
Do you mind? Kinda in the middle of something here.
Sorry.
So, where's your friend?
No clue. But he'll be here soon enough. All three of you are dead where you stand.
He says the mole's on his way here.
Oh, is he now? I'd love to have a chat with the lad.
Keep dreaming, pal. He'd wipe the floor with your backcountry ass.
Enough, Hamura. Tell us who the mole is and how you started working with him. Have those instruments handy?
Coming right up.
All right, I'll talk.
That's almost a shame. I like when it's tool time.
Now, who is the mole?
At first, he was just an informant feeding off the chaos that breeds in Camarocho like flies.
An informant?
Yep, and he was trained by one of the best in the business. Rose to prominence after the cops busted his mentor. And that made the mole the top guy in the biz. One of those situations where the student surpassed the master. Nobody could beat his intel. Could get his hands on anything you needed to. Guns, forged documents, you name it. Before long, we'd formed a nice little partnership. Started making a name for ourselves. Thinking about it, it's been about 20 years now.
And? Keep talking, or it's tools.
Once I got the gig as captain of the Matsugane family, I started relying on him even more. Let me tell you, the guy could dispose of a corpse like it was the easiest damn thing in the world. He had nerves of steel. And he's never even sworn up. Flash forward to a couple years ago, he said he was ready to start doing hits. That's when my big chance finally came. Honestly, I wasn't that big on the whole murder thing. But the dangerous shit's what really brings in the cash. So, I started touting his services around the darker side of Camarocho. Felt like I added a new dish to my menu.
This is no time for jokes, you fool.
What, you don't approve of my methods? This city will swallow you whole if you don't got the cash. And protecting the family name doesn't come cheap. You think Kaido could have toughed it out with all his swagger? We'd have vanished by now. But with enough money, who knows? We could have rode it to the top of the Tojo clan. Wasn't that always part of the dream, boss?
It was, yes. But not anymore.
That's so. That's funny. Because I spent my entire life chasing that dream for you. The goal you fucking told me to strive for!
Let's get back on topic, shall we? Tell me this. You started shopping the mole's services around. What then? What happened?
Wasn't long till we got our first hit. Our mark was Hashiki, vice director of the ADDC.
And Shono's the one who hired you?
So I heard. He always contacted me through someone else. Guy by the name of Ishimatsu. Short little guy. Always had this creepy fucking smile on his face. At the time, we all thought this was gonna be a one-off. Didn't do much prying, you know. Never even knew why they wanted the guy dead. We just took the 10 mil and did what we were asked.
They wanted him to die discreetly though, right?
Pretty much. So he did. Ishimatsu took a real shine to us after that. A few months later, he was back with another job.
And that was?
Well, gathering test subjects for their 89 experiments. And disposing of the bodies. So, you just want me to abduct these Curie guys? Want them dead?
That is correct. And your reward is 100 million yen each.
Huh. Real funny. Last time it was 10 for a hit job. Why give us so much more to kidnap a few guys?
Funny you should ask that. It could very well end up being more than just a few guys. We're not quite sure how many we might want. Perhaps just one. Or maybe even 10 might not be satisfactory.
10, huh?
The key point is, we expect this to be a long-term partnership. Given the sensitive nature of this task, naturally we expect the utmost secrecy. I sincerely hope this 100 million conveys the importance of that.
What about the Curie guys? What happens to them, huh?
It's unfortunately likely that they'll end up dead. Excuse me if this is presumptuous, but considering the amount I'm offering, would that also cover the body disposal? Or would that, cost extra?
Drop the fucking act, asshole! Where you getting that kind of money, huh? 100 mil just to kill one goddamn Yakuza?
I actually never said you needed to kill anyone. I only requested that you bring them to us. And then, you would just dispose of the evidence.
I don't see where this is going. You think the Yakuza are your tool?
You don't understand. My only role is delivering the message. My employer, he's the root of all of this. And you have no idea how many billions of yen he has to ensure his objectives are achieved.
What?
If you pull that trigger right now, who knows how decisive the retribution might be. Those billions could instead be shifted toward erasing you.
What was that?
Just think about it. How long will you be able to survive? Use your head, Captain Hamura. There's no escape. Once you agreed to meet with me today, you all but guaranteed your participation and your compliance. So I strongly suggest you put the gun away. Does that make sense?
You guys are seriously that big, huh? Tell me more. Talk.
Allow me to answer your question. It's true that we have access to vast amounts of money, yes. But we're not the violent organization you think we are.
Oh yeah? Who are you?
Ishimatsu's superior. The name's Ichinose. The only reason I'm choosing to show you my face is because I've decided to trust you. And because I want you to understand how far we're willing to go to bring our plan to fruition.
My name's Shono, Captain. I'm currently researching a brand new drug called 89. A drug that could very well save Japan. Or maybe even the world if...
A new drug, huh? Where do I come in?
The reality of the situation is, we are under intense pressure to complete our work on 89 expediently. To that end, Hamura-san, we'd like to ask for your assistance.
Ichinose. So the Ministry of Health is in on this too. It goes all the way up.
Maybe it does. You familiar with the Medical Institute?
Yeah.
It's home to the ADDC, and it makes a comfy place for all the Health Ministry execs to go retire. Well, it just so happens that the guy who founded it 20 years ago was none other than Ichinose. He rode that success all the way up to Vice Minister. In other words, his whole legacy's riding on the ADDC. AD9's gotta come out on top for him to stay on top.
And he's willing to murder to make sure that happens?
Yep. Ichinose is not the only one profiting either. There are tons of parties involved, all being promised this much cash or that favor. If people have to die for AD9 to succeed, so be it.
Here's a question. Why'd you go after Kyorei guys for the experiments?
Just following Shono's orders.
Shono told you to?
Yep. He said there was a chance of the subject dying when we gave him the AD9. Now, if regular old civilians started disappearing, that'd make the news in no time. That wasn't the only reason, though. Shono said he didn't want to perform dangerous experiments on innocent civilians.
And what, these Yakuza deserve this somehow?
The Kajihira group was the one trying to shut down the ADDC to begin with. And the Kyorei were Kajihira's lapdogs. A couple of dead thugs didn't weigh on him too much. But don't shoot the messenger. Shono's the one who said it.
You'll keep talking if you know what's good for you. Hard way. I'm all for it.
What else could you possibly want to know?
Actually, I've got one more thing.
Oh yeah?
You made it sound earlier like you weren't that involved in the killings. But that's not the whole truth, is it? In fact, I have something that shows you actively helped carry out the Kyorei killings. Take a look at the autopsy report for the second. It was all fun and games for him at
Sucks for the guy, sure.
Right.
The hell are you doing, ya? Huh?
Now then. Take a look at this. Okay, so about how the owner of Amur...
Your point?
Hmm? Oh,
the hell are you...
Now... Take a look at this. The security camera behind Amur. It was broken at the...
Your point?
Hmm? Oh,
the hell...
Now... The autopsy report for the... It says the car...
Yep, but that was the mole.
Right. Now... Take a look at this. The autopsy report...
Huh? My guy.
Right. Now then. Take a look at this. Check this out. Look familiar? So tell me, why'd you take the fall? You're not usually that sloppy. Answer me.
That was right after we axed two Kyorei guys, one after another. They started catching on. Wouldn't go around town alone anymore.
Keep going.
When you're marked that on guard, nobody's late. get a hand on him. Not even a trained assassin. So the mole needed a hand. Someone he could trust to get the ball rolling. And that someone was me.
So what happened after you left Amur?
My guy took Kume out the back. Loaded him in the trunk of a car. Took him to Shono. Just like all the other 89 tests.
To the ADDC?
No, not the center. I'm not sure where it is exactly. Someplace Shono and the moles set up.
So they carried out their human experiments in some kind of secret lab?
Suppose they did.
Then why'd they need to gouge the eyes out?
No clue. He never told me. Maybe he wanted to make it look like a Yakuza killing. Maybe the mole's just into some sick shit.
Next up is Shintani. He had nothing to do with the Kyorei clan, but you guys still used him as an 89 test subject. Or was there some other reason you had him killed?
Shintani's death. That was my fault.
Huh?
When we took care of Kume, I was the one on the hook for it. Let me tell you, ending up in the slammer for a murder you didn't do is scary shit. Made me think, wouldn't hurt to have some insurance.
Insurance?
Talked to Shintani before the trial, and told him this. If the pieces fall into place and I hang for this, look into Shono at the ADDC.
So you told him about the deal you made with Ichinose?
Not exactly. Shono was the only name I mentioned. But if anyone found out I spilled the beans to Shintani, well, I'd be betraying the cause. So I told the bastard, only go digging if shit really hits the fan.
Why did he call Shono if he knew it was that important to you? Why'd he start digging it up?
Beats me. Got a pretty good theory, though. You want to hear?
Yeah, do tell.
My guess? He didn't want to let you hog all the glory.
Huh?
He might have won my trial, but you're the one who found the key evidence. Shintani got recognition, sure, but it was only by association. Nobody said it, but they all knew. You did the real work. But even then, you didn't stop trying to show up the poor guy. Right when the trial came to a close, there you were, hunting the real killer down. How do you think Shintani felt, sitting around waiting for you to stumble onto the truth? Can't imagine he was sleeping well.
You might as well let this mole shit go. Think this is some kind of Yakuza pissing contest, do ya? Come on. The mole is way bigger than you know.
Shintani wanted to find the truth before you did. Wanted to earn his time in the sun.
And that's why he called the ADDC? To investigate the killings himself?
That's my theory. Can't back it up, though. Either way, the end result was the same. Ichinose found out Shintani was trying to get in touch with Shono. Signed his own death sentence. I'm sure it was plain as day that I was the guy who put him on the right trail. So, I had no choice but to silence Shintani. I even paid for the job out of my own pocket. And when it came to setting up a fall guy, we picked Ayabe. First, we got his gun. The mole was the one who used it to kill Shintani. He replaced the one bullet he fired, got rid of any traces that he used it, and back in Ayabe's holster. That meant that the bullet found in the body would have the rifling marks from his gun. Which meant it was an unshakable fact that Shintani was shot with Ayabe's weapon. Face it, Ayabe's alibi isn't gonna hold water. The guy doesn't even remember who attacked him? Right. Nobody'll buy that. Never.
Fair enough. Although, what if we caught the mole, and then forced you to testify in the trial?
What was that? What's wrong?
Smells like something's burning.
What?
My boys must have finally decided to show up. You really want to meet the mole? Now's your chance.
Matsugane-san, we gotta go.
You too. Get up.
I'm gonna go ahead and suggest you let me walk away, boss. If I give the order, the family will fall back. At least then you'd live. Isn't that what you want?
That's enough! If this Ministry of Health business is true, you're nothing more than a pawn to them. From where they stand, I'm sure you can be replaced.
Oh, I don't know about that.
You're an idiot, Hamura.
Huh?
Come on.
It's the Matsugane! They went and started a fire downstairs. I've been waiting for this. Captain! Oh, Marase. How many they got? Captain! That's it. They're so fucking dead!
Hey! How did you pull off turning my family into goddamn terrorists? Yo! Let's crack some heads!
We've gotta go, Matsugane-san.
Right. Leave Hamura to me.
Oh no!
Shit! Don't just stand there! Help me, you fucks! Doc, do whatever you can to keep them away from us.
Got it.
You okay, Doc?
That'll do it.
I'll handle this. Stay back.
I'm gonna tear you apart. Not so fast. You're dead.
Let's go then!
Son of a...
Captain! You okay?
Matsugane-san?
Was that the mole? Don't! Hold on! What the fuck, man? Break this asshole! Motherfucker!
Boss, why did you? After all I did.
So that was the mole, right? I would have done the same if I was him. You knew too much. I wish I wasn't right.
You're too damn soft. You didn't have to protect me.
When I heard what you said, I knew you were right. This is all my fault.
No, it's not.
I wasn't very good at the business side. And because of that, you had to protect the family by crossing the line. There were signs, of course. I wasn't ignorant. I looked the other way and just never asked where the money came from. It was easier that way. I'm not going to blame you for all of that. You just did what you had to. I'm sorry.
No, not like this. Don't go.
I wanted to make up for. It was the only way.
You old fool. You didn't need to go that far.
I only did what any father would have.
Masagane-san!
Just hold on.
Doc, my boy. This is it for me. Hurry and get out.
Not without you. Let's go.
The mole is Kuroiwa. Now you know the truth. Kuroiwa is the one you want.
What?
And Patriarch Matsugane?
He He didn't make it.
Oh, no.
Kuroiwa.
Huh? Did you say something?
Kuroiwa.
Back at the center of the crime scene, eh, Yagami?
What the hell are you doing here?
Yagami-kun, what's going on?
Don't fret, Fuji-san. We just need to have a little chat at the station.
No, he needs to get to a hospital.
It looks fine to me. I'll watch after him otherwise.
Are you a doctor now? He needs professional attention.
Enough protesting. You'll be just fine with me.
You don't even have a reason.
It's okay. I'll go with you. I'm sure I'll be fine.
You had yourself one hell of a night, huh, Yagami?
Doesn't seem like it's ending anytime soon. Could you at least take these off? Or am I gonna get booked?
Afraid I can't. Wouldn't you know, someone went and lost the key.
Hamura told me everything.
Told you what?
Told me who you really are. You killed Vice Director Hashiki. You mutilated those Yakuza. And Shintani's all you too. I'm onto you.
Well, that's a good story. But there's only one detective here. Let's start with the cabaret and what you were doing there.
I know that you're the mole.
I'm the one asking the questions around here, so...
You aren't denying it.
Why don't you start by telling me what you were doing when you first noticed the fire?
Hamura getting away is what's gonna bring you down for good. You really missed your big chance.
Can you tell me who started the fire, at least?
Matsukane-san is dead because of you. So the moment I get out, your ass is mine!
Let's see you try! I don't think you realize. 89 gives me complete immunity. I'm talking about people that go all the way up the chain here. They see everything. When it comes to protecting 89's interests, there's no limit to what they'll do. Hamura is a loose end that I'll take care of eventually. And that's a fate you'll both share. This won't end with you alive.
I don't mind that. All that matters is proving that you murdered them.
If you think you scare me, sorry. You has-been fraud.
Kuroiwa-san? There's a call for you.
Just 1 second.
Should I take over?
Nah. I'm through here. The fire at the cabaret. Tojo clan and Kyorei clan Yakuza are both responsible for starting it. Luckily, Yagami-san just happened to be nearby and saw the whole thing. This case is closed. Thank you for your time.
I'll escort you out then, Yagami-san.
Mister, are you Yagami?
Yeah? Who's asking?
I have a present.
What is it?
I don't know. Some guy. Oh, and he said to open it right.
What?
Wonderful, Yagami-san. Such stunning reflexes. You even avoided doing any Well, did you enjoy it? Was given to me.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, this is my car.
Koga?
Oh, you don't... In that case, perhaps... I could... And introduce... You know, our reputation has taken quite a... That being the case, it falls to me.
You guys are a farce.
Enough talk. Show me what you can do, Yagami-san. You're as strong as they said you. I surrender.
Huh? Already?
In the business world, one must always... If Matsu Hisakoga lost to some thug on the street, my business partners would never take...
I don't know why they would to begin with.
Now I must retire. And farewell, Yag.
Can't these guys just